Hello, everyone, and welcome to Kyonin Legacies. After a brief hiatus for various IRL things, Solar finishing up university, Kai finishing up his surgery and recovering still, but you know we're happy for him, and me doing some light traveling. 800 miles up and back for a wedding. We're ready to get... Yeah, exactly. We're ready to get back into it after this brief hiatus. But yeah, so we'll just go through here, just going down the list here. You have me being our resident punchy girl, Shizuki. Cygnus was, he had a unforeseen schedule conflict, so unfortunately he won't be making it tonight. Solar playing as Anri.
Hello.
We have Chaotic playing as Sorren.
Charmed.
We have Kai playing as Kai, our resident good boy. And last but certainly not least, we have our short stack of the night, Ebony being played, Cassandra being played by Ebony.
I have a gun.
She does. It's scary. And of course, our resident benevolent DM himself, GutiuSerenade.
Oh, crrr!
Oh, crrr! So, the floor is yours, Guti, to give us our brief summary of events.
Okay, so I forgot how to GM.
I forgot what happened, so...
Well, I guess that's the session then.
All right, so thanks for everybody for tuning in tonight.
Okay, new...
Hold on a second, let me see where if I can just load the page. Here we go.
I swapped it back to the start screen as a meme, but I forgot that it cuts off all the other audio in the process. Okay, here.
Well,
all right. So I just had to dig for the correct. I had to go digging for the correct page to shift to because I've added so many different things in preparation for
I know the feeling.
Upcoming events.
I
that I'm like, wait a minute, I lost place of where they were.
Yeah.
So last time y'all made your way to this cave and beat up all the scarecrows that we would learn Elias could not control, and the strongest one of the bunch was actually the remnants of what he somehow managed to utilize to keep his father alive.
Yep.
Poor BB.
Not quite alive, but not quite dead.
And I cry.
With his, they acted on their own impulses they acted on his desires through his own willpower, wanting to defend the people of Amber Gulch and keep them safe from evil people. And so what they ended up doing was going after bandits or evil folks who went too close, tearing them apart, and reconstructing them into new scarecrows to continue doing that bidding. And Elias had no control over this. Left forever in a limbo of who can he tell and should he tell.
Yep.
And who would believe him, who would reject him. But with the matter resolved, the party has decided to take him with them on their way to Leazeros.
Oh, we adopted another child?
Yes.
Temporarily. In the
Another
meantime,
one.
I believe the party decided that he will have run away, quote unquote.
Yes.
that he happened to be in the area when we were figuring things out, and he disappeared, and we haven't seen him since.
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to tell his aunt?
No.
No. She's she does not like him.
Unfortunately, it might be a little awkward just skipping town because you do have another couple of companions back at the ranch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we can't
probably
exactly.
go back and tell them that we're dead and grab our other companions.
Okay,
Since,
so-
Cygnus isn't here, I guess what could happen is the two of them could hang out at a camp outside town whilst we go in to deal with everything.
I was gonna say Cassie has an idea.
Oh, go for it. Sorry.
So she's gonna use her new sleeves of many garments to change her attire to that of a very pompous noble. Tie all her hair in front of her face to make it look like a beard, and go pick up the two.
And go
Nobody
pick up-
knows.
go pick up
Nobody
the what?
knows. And go pick up our two friends back at the inn.
I think I believe we wanted to still tell them that he died so that they wouldn't look for him.
Right.
So we want to be able to go in as our party so we could tell them.
And the only other problem there, I would say, is that, I mean, you've already been to town as yourself. I don't think it would be that hard to tell, necessarily.
Yeah.
You say you gotta have that smooth talk like I do. That's when you can start pretending to be other people. Although, to be fair, I actually don't know if you're very good at that. Are you any good at that?
I mean, I have my way with people, and I'm gonna keep the beard idea for the future.
It could work.
Oh no, your ideas work great for a future. Yeah.
Hmm.
This specific instance, it's just not necessarily the best.
It would
choice.
work great if they don't already have a relative idea what you look like.
Yeah.
And plus,
Right.
the people that we're picking up aren't quite in on it, so they
Yeah.
might just be like, "Oh, hey, Cassandra, why do you have a beard? It's
I
not
mean,
been
it's
that
Jerry.
long." It is Jerry we're talking about, after all.
Wow, you dwarves grow your beards quick, huh?
Wait, what?
We
That
just
is
imagine
alright.
this a timeline. It's like, plus Jerry's there. Do. And then we come back.
All right.
All right. So, time to get the hell out then?
Unless there's something else here, I think it's prudent we make our way out.
I do believe last time we split whatever treasure was in here.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
loot back here was all
Yeah.
compiled from all the bandits and ne'er-do-wells
Yeah.
who were captured.
And we loaded me up and
Yep.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, this is
Okay, is that loot for
not the way
Bank of Dog? Okay.
yep. It's all in the Bank of Dog.
Okay.
Thank-
Question, because I don't know if that was also resolved last session. Was this the place where that little demon kind of thingy was taking the bandit? Yes.
Yeah.
That's what
Okay.
the big one we killed.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, just needed to make sure that, because I think I left like halfway that session. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right then. Away
Before
we
departing.
go.
Before departing, he's going to turn back around. Elias, that's to say. Kneel down and say, "Goodbye, Papa. I promise I'm going to make you proud. Thanks for all you taught me." And steel himself and try and do his best not to turn around as he walks away.
Yeah.
I think last time Anri kind of put her coat around him, so Anri's gonna be caretaker while Kanari is not here.
Okay.
Or we could just say Kanari is caretaker. But since
He's
she's
got my
not here-
coat.
All right,
It's
fair
my
enough.
coat.
You claimed you claimed him. That's fine.
I claimed it. But yes, I think it's a good idea that we actually leave him with Kanari while we go into town.
Mhm.
I think that's a good.
Okay.
Away we go.
So we just want to tell that he's dead, or we never found him, or
I think the plan was to say that we had found him killed by the creatures.
Yeah.
Because there's all the viscera in the barn and all that kind of stuff, and that
No
shows
loose
those
ends.
creatures were killing things.
Yeah. No loose ends.
Remember.
Oh, also.
Remember, no dwarven.
Goody, one additional question. I don't suppose you have Kanari's sheet, do you?
Nice try.
No, it's because Anri's on 14 hit.
Was just gonna ask to be healed, I guess.
Yeah.
If you want, I have a red potion and a blue potion.
oh, I do have
You take one of these and you go back into the dream as if nothing ever happened. The
Uh,
other
I
one, you
ju-
see just how deep this rabbit hole goes.
I do have
I've
those
experienced enough rabbit holes for today.
I do have those spider pills of cure moderate
No!
wounds.
We saved
Why
those
not?
for special.
They
would-
work in a pinch.
I would prefer normal healing, if that's perfectly okay.
I'm still concerned, like, why are they like so bad, or are they so good you have to keep them for special occasions?
Why don't
or-
you try them and find out? Wait, no, don't actually do.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
Did you actually pop one?
Yeah, she told me to try it.
Okay.
No,
you
no,
are-
I was
You are
joking.
you are cured for a base cure moderate. You just take the effect of cure moderate wounds.
so 2d8 plus 3.
I could have sworn that I had some, but it doesn't seem to be on my list.
I have-
I think you should have.
There they are. I found them.
Yeah.
For some reason. Oh, it's because I put everything under the spell book that I'm eventually going to get. Okay, got it.
Okay. Cassandra, you recover 12 HP.
Mm-hmm.
Roll a will save.
Nope, don't worry about that.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
You imbibed it.
Well,
You imbibed
Give
it, you
about-
pay for it.
Give it about an
time for us
hour.
to get going.
Yeah, let's get moving.
Alright, well, that's going to be interesting later.
Do I feel anything weird? Anything funny? Does it taste good?
It's tablet.
It tastes
It's,
like medicine.
Yeah. You
Tastes
feel
like a
you
spoonful of
feel any wounds you sustained, you feel being cured away.
Yeah.
I mean, those are actually quite nice. I might need to ask Jerry for some more.
Luckily, I basically took no damage, so I'm good. I don't know what it is, but I seem to take very little damage in a lot of these fights.
I think it's
It's
because you
almost like
play in and out very well.
Yeah.
It's almost like you're a spring attacker with evasion or something.
I mean, you know. You're gonna make me
Me,
blush.
on the other hand, I was tanking a bit of that, but I'm kind of fine. I'm above.
Oh, yeah.
I'm good enough to go unless we get into another boss fight. Glares at Goody.
Would I give one to Kai? Would Kai accept if I gave him one?
I remember how Anri was last time, and I'm afraid of them.
Okay. I was like, okay, more for me.
Yeah. Does anyone actually have any real healing though, or is?
I have several potions and Wand of Cure Light Wounds that I can use Magic Device, although it would just make more sense to have Kanari just tap you with it because you wouldn't have to
Yeah,
roll.
I'm
use Magic
gonna
Device.
see if I can find one of her healing rolls because I'm not sure where I put her sheet. For the moment.
Mhm.
I can cast grease on you if that works.
If she's
I-
level 8, generally her Cure Moderates would be the 3d8 plus 8 times 1.5 because she has them empowered for free, I think. So
Depending
go.
on
I
what she
mean-
did.
She'll have use. We'll say she uses this on you, Solar.
Okay. All right,
27.
that's good. That's enough to just keep me not close to death. So thank you.
Your foot left the grave,
Yes.
but it
Mhm.
was in it.
It was.
Adding it to your chart, Wooden.
Huh?
I suppose it's.
Well, it's a good thing
go
you
on.
healed up because then 2 more pop out. I'm kidding.
Oh no. Well, it was good
thank
knowing
God.
y'all.
He heard me.
Fucking sprints out the door.
Run.
Kai, come on.
Hope y'all got a run speed.
We do have a run speed, actually.
Oof.
It's 30
I
feet
think-
per round.
Oh, that's why I had that on, because it was I was saying that I think I took a dark vision potion when we bopped in here. That's why.
Ah, okay.
I was wondering why I could see in the dark for a minute there. I'm like, I think it's because I popped my dark vision potion.
I do also have a light here, but I do think you actually did have a...
So I
Dark
could sneak
vision.
on ahead.
Yeah.
All right, and let me see if I can find what I want to do. Here we go.
So after these, we are heading straight to Baranish, right?
Leozero's first, then Baronish, yeah.
We
Oh,
have
yes.
some. I believe we had some news that we had to give to. What was that gentleman's name? He was. He's like a big. He's a real big name. He was like a general. He was the one we were supposed to tell something to, right?
Yes, the let me see if
About
I
the because the whole reason we went south in the first place was to try to see if we could make some peace with the city on the south side of the bridge, and we have our inn, and he's going to try for us because we helped him
of
out.
the,
Yeah,
one of the
the
Empyrean
Nagi.
Conclave.
Yeah.
Oh, the man I want to have step on my nuts. That's right.
Yes, that man.
Indeed.
I have not met him, right?
You
I
would
don't
not
think
have.
you. Yeah.
You joined us when we were south of the bridge already. In fact,
Because
you,
I think I
you
have
joined
seen
us
this
on the
handout.
way to let me see here. Varenheim Mountain Cabin. Blown the fuck up, Palace. I was trying to see if I could find some stuff. Empyrean Conclave, that... Okay. I was just trying to see if I could find everything, but I can't... I don't know these names.
You're fine. What are you looking for exactly?
I was just looking for names. I don't remember the names of anything right now. Except for
That's okay.
Leozeros and Baronish. That's about all I remember right now.
That's all good.
I know there was the town south of the bridge, and there was the dwarven city that was further west that we went to help our friend, whose name is... I got this. Maleo. That guy.
Yeah, that
Mhm.
guy.
And he was our inn. We helped him out by figuring out stuff about the dwarven city and helping them deal with a crazy dwarf wizard that I have absolutely no idea who he is. Yeah. And we have to let the general, aka the king, aka all them, know that we did our part.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't we have a letter? We had a letter as well, I think. He handed us one to bring back.
Yes.
Did penny one, yes.
Cool. So yeah, Cassandra, that's what we're doing.
Ah! So where does dip in politics, okay.
Well, it's kind of what adventurers do. We end up in situations we don't want to be in, but the pay is too damn good to say otherwise.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, yeah, they are paying us.
Huh?
I
Wait,
Did they
they
ever
aren't?
say how much we're being paid?
Well, I suppose we'll find out once we get there, won't we?
Oh, goodness. Okay.
We probably made a deal when we were there. I just don't remember what it is.
would I be
you did.
included in this new pay? Or is this like a job or you already accomplished when you met me?
No?
Well, we'll be going back there, so whatever pay we get, we'll split evenly between us.
Oh.
Oh! Yay.
Generally, it's one of those things where you get paid for the group, not for like each individual.
Mhm.
Whenever I've sat there taking jobs, it always comes down to the job. It's not like you get paid by the hour. It's you get paid by the job sort of
Yeah.
deal.
You hear that, ungrateful sword? You're gonna get more money.
Well. Looks at your sword.
You mean dagger?
He's a sword, I promise.
Uh, You know, that's what he said, and she just left. When you say it's a sword and it's all but a dagger.
Oh.
Check out my lightsaber. Oh, it's a little firefly.
Oh my god.
Christ.
Nice close shot there.
Love it.
So, looks like we're back in town, so we'll probably have Kanari stay with Elias outside whilst we go to let, well, I guess Darcy know, because she's the big one we've been talking to the whole time. Pick up Jerry and Ty, and we'll be good to go.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
Well, I'll leave the talking to you,
Right.
Mr. Talky Man.
Hmm.
All right. So you make your way towards the little
She was over
inn.
here. I think.
Yes, I'll go and move us over there. Whoop. Damn, you guys look like shit. But it's just more of the telltale sign that you got something done. Kind of looking like shit.
Plops down beside Jerry. Oh. Yeah, there's we may have figured out some of the town's problem.
Oh yeah. He slides a glass towards you and prestidigitation. And a kind of little icy chill goes over the glass.
Ooh. You know, maybe soon here, I might know how to do a trick or two like that myself. It'll be very nice to be able to do that.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, well, there were monsters of some kind way out in the fields. We ended up finding a couple of poor bandits out there, and I say poor because I'm not even sure they deserve the fate that they got.
Huh.
I'm gonna go try to find Ty.
Okay.
Some weird scarecrows or something. In fact, is Miss Darcy at the, is she at the,
She is.
the bar? Okay. I could probably explain a little bit more to you on the way up to Liazeros, but I got something I needs to talk to Miss Darcy for a minute.
All right. Well, I'll get to packing my stuff.
I go and check all the back rooms, finally find Ty, run up to her and give her like a good sniff. Like an I
I'll
miss
probably
you.
get pretty shaken by dog running in the house.
Bork.
Bark, bark.
Pets intensify. Well, any news? Any luck finding the boy?
Well, so let me try to make sure we have these events straight. So we went looking for Elias originally. We were also trying to figure out in general what was going on, right? We offered to help, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also, there was a very visible set of bruises across his eye and face, which caused him to run off, as per what Ty spotted.
Mm-hmm.
Which also makes me wonder if we had originally if we were also asked to find him when we went out. I don't remember if she asked us that, because if she didn't say
she
that
did.
is...
She did.
She did? I was just making sure.
Yeah.
Well, Miss Darcy, it's been a long evening. You mind if I sit?
Well, help yourself.
Well, we may well have sat there and kind of figured out what was going on with the town, actually. You'll have to keep your eyes open for when night falls. See if that mist continues to make its way around. People going missing. Shouldn't happen anymore, I don't think. We'll have to talk a little bit more to our little group's wizard here, see exactly what she says. But we dealt with that, and well, you might want to sit down. Elias, well, let's just say he's not going to be coming back. There's so many just. His fate was about as bad as all the bandits that we found out there, and I'm sure once you folks start going back out to those barns and everything, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. I don't even know if I want to explain it myself.
Roll me a bluff check.
Will do. Do I have any bonuses, or is it just in neutral right now?
I would say it's neutral right now.
Okay. 29 on my bluff check.
Okay. She looks very out of it at the moment. But then eventually, after a few moments, comes to and then asks, well, what you said, I take you didn't find a body then, huh?
We were able to find bits, enough of him, I think, that we were able to figure out it was him.
All right.
A lot of those bodies
Okay.
were not.
Okay. That's.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Trying to avoid it. I was trying to avoid it. I'm sorry.
No, it's. Y'all did what you could. Damn, why did you just fucking listen to me sometimes, boy? Well, excuse me, that is a lot. That is a lot.
I get it. I understand. We're probably more than likely packing up and getting ready to leave ourselves once we also double check, just keeping an eye on things a bit on the way out.
Y'all did good for us here. And well, not everyone got out unscathed. I guess I'm just glad that it didn't cost us our whole town.
I'm more so just kind of like, I wish I could describe exactly, because I'm just making the movements myself, but it's more of like that, my head's down a little bit, sort of scrunched up a little bit, as if like, I'm just...
You hate having to be the messenger for this.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I understand. I'm visualizing myself, don't worry. I just want y'all to know that y'all gonna have... Y'all can... If y'all come by here, you always have a place to stay, alright? You hear?
Might if I appreciate. Thank you, Darcy.
Excuse me, I'm gonna go notify some of our authorities. She'll give a couple of bows and nods and make her way out.
Nods.
And I just stretch real quick and fall on the bar. Thunk.
Well, let's go ahead and get our stuff packed up and make our way out.
And in the meantime,
Matt,
I'm feeling
you come
tired.
through here, Shizuki, there's suddenly a massive backpack in the doorway.
Oh. Do you need help with that?
They're doing a moi. No, I'm okay, thank you.
Okay. Oh. Let's gather up
In the meantime, I was just feeling tired with like we totally vanquished the monsters in the pumpkin patch,
Yeah.
and we rescued the boy. We're now taking him to Lazaros, right?
Yeah.
Lazaros, for him to have a better life. Explain the whole pumpkin sacrifice thingies.
Embellishing, as all good bards do.
Embellishing it, definitely.
Also, please make sure to mention that everyone in town thinks she's dead. Thinks that he's dead,
Elias.
and to not drop
We-
the ball.
We heroically tried our best, but we arrived too late. The child was already dead. But we avenged his death by vanquishing this giant in the fields, which Kai actually bit his legs off, and Anri exploded its head.
Looks proud.
Oh,
Narrows eyes, but doesn't say anything.
so it's been a busy couple of days then.
Yes, and I will make a song about it.
She's looking around. She's like, and Miss Kanari's okay, isn't she?
Not.
Mm-hmm.
Kanari's
She's,
waiting just outside town. She'll be meeting
Oh.
us on our way out.
Okay, I saw you guys coming back out the window, and I didn't see her, so I just a little nervous for a moment.
She's fine. She's just recovering from the battle, resting a little bit.
Yes.
And don't worry, I know all about not dropping balls. Because if I do, then Kyle will grab it, and I'll never get it back.
Thumbs up. Thumbs
He looks
up.
proud of himself, like very proud. As he knows the truth in that statement.
And as we go, like, do I need to get a ball for you?
She puts the hat of disguise back on and looks like a half elf again.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
So,
talking about
kinda-
balls, chases him.
I kind of heard the end of that. Sorry for you guys' loss. Let's I'm ready to hit the road whenever y'all are.
All right.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Sorren will grab what little items maybe he probably left in a room, and he'll be good to go. So
All right.
Also, Jerry, thank you for the pills. They really came in handy.
No problem. Glad to hear it.
If anything happens to her,
anything, it's on your
anything irreversible, I should say.
I'm sure she'll be just fine.
Well, the whole purpose of the pills is to reverse wounds and stuff. So
Yes,
I'm not sure
I
what you're
know.
getting at.
I'm sure she'll be just fine.
Comes
Well,
out.
so long as she's fine, I suppose it will be interesting.
And
All right.
hey, if nothing else, it's a long trip to Liazeros. We need something to keep us entertained on the way there.
Yeah. Nothing better to lift spirits than a nice post battle soiree, guys.
Exactly.
Well, it sounds like I'm gonna have to play my guitar a little bit better, since I guess I'm not entertaining enough.
Shizuki's just gonna roll her eyes as he's just like,
He
You
can't
can give
help
some
but grin at
background
that.
music.
And with that, we leave Amber Gulch behind. We continue northwest. No longer impeded by fog.
hey.
I'm gonna
Back to the
be
cart and back to the horse, whose name I keep forgetting.
Chestnut.
Chestnut. There you go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be just writing the song of us vanquishing the pumpkin patch. Just for the next time we arrive, we can tell this story.
The heroes of the
Perfect.
pumpkin patch.
Perfect.
Yes.
The battle for the barn.
Oh, I like that.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
And as we're getting to meet up with Kanari and Elias, I'd imagine that
Oh yeah, we just went
Jerry's-
here. Oh yeah, we
yeah.
totally lie about the kid being
Oh
dead.
yeah, we totally lied. Totally fucking lied.
You guys are pretty sneaky. That's why I love you.
I mean,
I know
You
a thing
gotta-
or three. I know a thing or three about faking deaths too.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
I feel like there's questions that need to be asked about that sometime.
Let's just say that I'm wanted for tax evasion in 3 different countries, probably. Emphasis on probably. Anyway,
Wait, you have 8 taxes?
yeah, doesn't everyone?
I mean, you don't when your family makes them, I guess. Oh,
I mean, if you come
Family.
from
In fairness, do you believe in theft by the state?
I mean, if you have seen the things I've seen, I
Shizuki red pills Cassandra.
no, I agree. I agree.
well, come on, Cassandra, let's sit down and I'll teach you about sovereign citizen.
Oh my fucking god.
Sorren's manifesto.
Oh my god.
Oh, I love it. Oh fuck.
Suddenly, like arriving upon Lyceros, she just has a beret.
God.
All right.
I wasn't
continuing.
speeding, I was traveling.
Oh my god.
So y'all are continuing northwest.
Indeed.
I assume
Alright.
so.
All right. So, as time passes on the journey, if you can all make perception checks for me.
Alright.
Okay. Nothing else happens to me, right?
You're fine.
Okay. I'm concerned now.
Takes a day or two.
29 perception.
Oh.
You guys got some special eyes, damn.
Actually, while we're traveling Goody, I have 5,000 gold, so I'm gonna put 4,000 more into Exalted
Okay,
to unlock the other.
Oh,
Lock.
add 2 to that. So 34.
to your perception? Okay.
Because I never picked a favored terrain, and I'm gonna pick fields.
There you go.
Because I got one at 8, and I
Yeah.
never picked one.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So the second lock is broken. Only
Yay.
8,000 more until all access to see
Cassandra,
to basically see what happens next.
Cassandra, please just think how much food you could buy with.
Do you
No.
think how much? Do you think how much food I can steal for the poor with this sword? As I making eye contact, still putting
Look at it
single
like
coins
this.
in.
The average price of bread is 2 copper. How much bread could you buy with that money and give it to the poor?
How much
bread
bread have you eaten in your life?
in your life?
A
I mean,
lot.
yes, but also bread goes stale. So if I bought like
In fairness, she
2,000 breads,
could buy 300,000 loaves.
Do you
yes,
think
but
there's
You
even
could
that
build a house with that. You could
This
build a bread house.
This is the problem with microtransactions. This is why everyone's
This is the
complaining
problem
about
with
Diablo.
microtransactions.
This is why everyone's complaining about Diablo Immortal.
yes, but I have already invested 2,000 gold pieces on this sword. Do you think I'm going to stop just because I've gotten this far?
You see,
Yes.
this is what Origin wants you to think. You need to uninstall Uplay right now.
damn it.
And
Oh,
if I invested another 4,000 Exalted, do I get another trial? Another 30 minutes at least?
How much more money before you get a 5-star? Come on.
Do I get any response from Exalted?
Oh my god.
Banana hammock.
Ah!
I will
my
get this
fucking
sword and I will be invincible with it, okay?
Anyway,
Oh, God.
play Genshin responsibly, kids.
Indeed. Or, play an actual game. Like the critically acclaimed MMORPG, Final Fantasy
Final
XIV,
Fantasy XIV,
which in
with a
fact
free trial.
has a free trial that lasts all the way up through the first expansion known as Heavensward, which was award-winning for its story and music.
Hey
More
guys,
dogs.
Which
this
dog?
sword,
Sorry.
this sword is not sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
No, it's not. It's its own. It's its own app.
It's much more predatory.
It's almost like that was the mechanic of giving it to you.
Yeah.
Albeit you probably gave it to the only member of the party who would actually pay for it.
Oh my god.
I
I
love
love it.
No, that was at
So-
the same time on my end.
it.
So with those perception rolls, Cassandra, you do not feel this because you're just dead set on getting all your coinage into the locks of Exultan's bindings. That's what she said.
It will.
And, the rest of you, however, begin to start feeling the delicate pitter patter of oncoming showers.
Oh.
Hmm.
Rain's coming.
Do we have like a... What is it? Like a canopy for our little wagon?
Don't
You know, like one of those little, like, sheets you put over the wagons.
I don't know. I don't think. I always assumed it was just an uncovered wagon with a one that pulled by one horse.
Well, I did too. It was just, 'cause I think travel wagons usually come with stuff like that.
We could probably just jerry rig some.
Could
Because like I
jerry-rig.
could jerry rig
Yes.
it. I have a tent. We could probably use like the canvas from that tent to like cover our wagon and stuff.
Ooh. Well, that is fancy.
Yeah.
Not a
Use
bad
some
idea.
rope too.
I'm gonna turn my clothes into little galoshes.
Oh.
It's too bad those are illusions.
No, they are clothes.
Are they? You sure? I thought they were
Yeah.
illusions. Well, I'm
Nope.
dumb.
So, in attempting to start setting up camp, Jerry has hopped off the back of the wagon as the rain has begun to kind of come through, and he's struggling to get one of the tent flaps out from like some of the goods. But with one big tug, he managed to pulls it out, but stumbles back and falls in the mud.
Oh,
Oh.
Ooh.
He goes, "Uh-oh. Oh, snap!" As the rain falls down on him, he stands up in a panic, reaching into his jacket, and pulls out something and says, "Oh, man! My bagel got soggy!"
Oh no.
Is what?
Can't
well,
you
damn.
can't you use the prestidigitation thing to help with that?
Oh, now the pouring rain is just going to get re-soggied again. Hold on. I'm going to go get another one. And he takes a few steps to the side, casts something, and suddenly...
Oh.
There we go. Be right back, guys.
I assume that noise now makes me realize what's going on, right?
Can I try to make a spellcraft check to see what he cast?
Yes.
Yeah, go
I do
ahead.
have that now.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Could I check that?
Yeah. Spellcraft.
Is a 14 enough?
Spellcraft. Okay. 20 plus 17.
Let's see, is it 15 plus the level of the spell.
Yeah, it's 15 plus the
Find
spell
out.
level.
Yeah. Identify a spell as a spell. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, neither of you are not sure what this is.
Would
It's
Kanari
just-
want to roll too, or but we don't have her sheet?
Yeah, what is? She does have a spellcraft. Let me scroll up and find it. Because I promise her sheet is like buried in my stuff.
Plus, you know what? I also have that. Oh, not
Not enough.
not good enough.
Let's see.
I've spent enough time around you all magic casters.
Yeah, this one just also kind of took Kanari by surprise. But he just did a few casts and some wave of his fingers, and all of a sudden there's this massive fucking house in front of him.
Well,
He steps back through the door with a new one, with like an expression on his face just as he's in the door. He's like, "Ah, that's the good stuff." He looks up and he's like, "Oh yeah, maybe we could just stay in here tonight."
I mean,
Okay.
it would have been
Okay.
nice to know, but all right.
He shrugs. "I like camping."
I sniff the side of the
Is
building.
it safe?
I was gonna
Oh,
say,
yeah.
is it camping? But that's a good question too.
Immediately gets him. No
Okay,
questions
nice.
Run
asked.
after Cassandra just in case she's in danger.
And we'll move the people entering down here.
Gunslinger is scared by magic more by the day.
Fancy house. Yes, please.
I'm blind.
I'm gonna move these two down here as well.
So,
Three, I should say.
what exactly do you do here, Jerry?
It's called Mage's Mansion.
So higher level magic can do this kind of shit. Damn.
Here, let me just do that. And give you all also the second floor.
well, this is something.
Kind of fancy.
Yeah, I'm a little embarrassed, honestly. I don't like to kind of reveal that I have that kind of,
I start running around the whole
You know what it feels like that scene in Big Hero 6?
Oh yeah.
Where
Yeah.
Anyway, there's like multiple full-fledged like feasts in different rooms. Around the corner, there's kind of like a little like porch, and I can start a little fire in if you guys want to still have a campfire. And
Can we-
upstairs is bedrooms and a nice little bay balcony, which is perfect for. He nudges Sorren. Having a couple of cigars, like I promised.
Well, we are camping. That's what you're supposed to do, right?
Yeah.
Of course.
Jerry, do you have a bathtub?
Do I have a bathtub? Do I have a bathtub?
Kai barks from upstairs.
You do the
guys
second
all know
floor.
that there is a yes and there are two.
Oh, when in doubt, I just get naked and go in the rain. But
Shrugs.
I don't-
Fair enough.
Drugs, fair enough.
I will look for it. Thank you, Jerry.
I'm gonna go ahead and he's gonna come around here and
I see you come
start
upstairs.
the fire pit. So this area here,
It's on
the way
to
the way I'd like to describe it is, like those porches that like protect, that are kind of sort of window and screened, so it
Oh, yeah.
still gets the air of the outside but protects against the elements.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Like a
That's
front
basically what this room is. Yeah.
Yeah, like a back patio
sunroom.
porch.
I
Yeah.
mean, to be fair,
Yeah,
if you look
like
at
a
the
sunroom.
if you look at the second floor, you could basically see the windows. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a sunroom.
yeah.
Yeah,
Perfect. Well, this is something.
Y'all just hear thumping from downstairs as the dog explores.
It's like he's running like a dog that just got out of the fucking bath.
Well,
It's like the nails against the wood.
Mm.
Yeah, y'all help yourselves to any kind of food or drink or what have you.
Food.
I've just been busy standing in
Oh.
the front entry, just Well, damn.
Slump. Actual beds.
Just flop.
Flump.
Ty's looking around in fascination. Elias is very just overwhelmed.
I grab
Well,
it off the table and I come bring it to him because I feel his apprehension.
well, Elias, if you're looking to sit there and expand your magic, this is the kind of shit you're gonna be able to do.
Is this thing just gonna stay here or something?
Well, Jerry would be the one to ask how long it stays. I've been learning little bits of magic here. I'm actually, well, let's just say Kanari's going to be helping me learn a little bit more about how magic works, and I've already been started, and I know spells tend to have a certain length of time they last. I just don't know how long this one is.
This one? Let's see. It'll probably just last us through the night, I'd say. So by the time we get all wakey eggs and bakey, it'll probably just vanish on its own. So we just gotta make sure we're on the first floor, probably.
There you go. Sounds about right.
Concern at the probably.
Concerned at the probably.
This poor guy, we killed him today, and then we just get him into a mansion.
And then we actually murder him by not reminding him of the first floor.
All right, which one of you was it? It was on the balcony with the candlestick.
God, no.
I played a game like that once. I was the only one who walked away.
Concern amplified.
Speaking of, anyone want some chicken?
You know, chicken sounds good.
Here you go, boy. A little jerky while I'm at it.
Nom, 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 nom.
She heard the sound of food.
And below there is plenty. There's a full, just tables full of fresh, hot food.
Just
Mage's
like,
magnificent mansion's a wonderful spell.
Yeah.
oh yes.
In fact, one plate of food comes over and just finds itself levitating towards you, Shizuki. It is it is basically presented to you as though it was by a servant.
I could get used to this. And, just makes her way over to dig in.
I got the munchies something fierce.
I'm gonna probably spend like 30 or so minutes in the bathtub and then go downstairs.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
Nice little scene.
Have a very comfy like purple those
Bathrobe.
It's like the
bathrobe,
picture,
yeah.
It's like the picture that you made of your goblin girl, but it's Cassandra instead.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect.
So we can dining room, or we could head out to the fire pit. I can smoke some sausage. Not the euphemism kind, of course.
Huh?
And you can smoke sausages?
Yes.
You can smoke all kinds of things.
Well, I mean, most meats is generally what you do, but I don't think that's exactly what it means. But you know what? We'll find out.
Jerry says and smokes a lot of things.
Yes.
And sometimes
And a
he
lot of
both
it's
says
bullshit.
and smokes.
Oh, so it's like this is where we tell like spooky stories.
I mean, you can.
I mean,
Oh, man.
I think we just
I know a good one about a couple of scarecrows.
No shit.
looks to you, sweats.
Oh yeah,
I'm not
Jerry.
sure I like this story.
Jerry, Ty, you guys don't actually know what happened. Maybe it's a good idea. Maybe you should tell it. See what the legends are gonna be as you sit there and tell the stories of our exploits world round. As he puts his feet up on a stool.
And
Okay.
he's going to come back to Anri and offer some piping hot tea.
Minstrel's Ballad, the
Which she
battle
has
for the
had-
barn.
which she has had before, which she knows is delicious.
Cautiously takes the tea.
Okay. Don't worry, no painkillers this time.
Okay.
Careful sip.
And it is delicious.
And
Another careful sip.
and gonna tell the story I told Ty before, but with even more embellishment this time, and probably use a little bit of prestidigitation with the fire to do like
literally
silhouette.
minstrel's ballad.
Perfect.
Oh, I love it.
And you know how like silhouette of the giant falling by the attack of a dog that is the giant's size.
Man, be careful with that kind of thing. You might convince him to get bigger.
And how this magic boomstick is capable of just making things explode by pointing it at them.
This is still the barn story.
Yes.
Mhm.
Roll me a sense motive, please, all of you.
Should I roll performance?
Actually, yeah, roll
Technically, it's
performance. Yeah, roll performance first.
Yes.
It is a bluff, but technically it's a performance.
That was my sense.
I'm gonna use bardic performance while I do that to give myself a bonus.
I'm a good liar, but I'm not very good at seeing when I'm being lied to.
There you go.
I mean, there's something poetic about that.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Okay. So is this your perform oratory then?
Yeah, I'm giving myself inspired with for my check.
Inspire competence.
Inspired comment.
So Ty and Jerry are both watching this display with like stars in their eyes. And while the rest of you know the true story, Elias is kind of looking there, just like a deadpan, just like, no, I don't think that's what happened.
I think you're changing some things for
Some creative
embellishment.
liberties.
Creative liberties.
You're like, wait, there was no Cyclops there.
The rest of us go, yeah, I remember the Cyclops.
And I imagine, I mean, yeah, she probably tells the story well enough to be credible, at least to a bunch of strangers.
I want to go. I want to participate next time. Says Ty.
Well, I'll see.
I don't know how you managed to put the lasso around the astral cow, but I want to see it in action next time.
Well, let me tell you, wrestling with an astral cow is no joke. You really need to make sure you're trained for that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Sorren, you should show her sometime.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, of course. I'd be happy to do that.
Yeah.
He's just smiling, the biggest shit-eating grin. He's just enjoying himself.
Sips tea disappointedly.
And Shizuki, that 3-inch explosive punch, that's amazing, you know?
Thumbs up. She's not far off, actually. She's not really she's not really
That's not really a
embellishing all
lie.
that. Yeah, that's not really a lie.
Oh no, that one's
That one's pretty spot on.
And you punch a boo-boo so hard that it causes the body to just implode on itself.
I just fucking killer queen that motherfucker.
And they were like regular show shit where it just punched like, oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Just thinking of that Fist of the North Star, but instead of exploding, they implode.
Yeah.
Man, you
like,
guys are just always on the move then, huh?
Something like that.
Recently here, yeah.
Oh man, he takes a long drag of his cigarette, blows out some smoke. He's like, "Oh, this is gonna be a fun ass night. I haven't had this much fun since the Ortruda party back in my school days."
You went to school?
Oh,
Yeah, dude.
Truda party. That sounds like
Dude,
something about that sounds. I don't know. Sounds like it's like one of those real special parties. I know, Truda party, almost like
Yeah,
you were
we
saying a
didn't-
Tolkien party, but like twice as bad.
it got it got kind of crazy. So check this. we kind of all kept kind of quiet about it. So back when I was in school, I was actually I had a little flirtation situation with one of the Ortruda kids. Amrelia was her name, and we like to keep it on the hush because you know, Dad's one of them uptight nobles. But one weekend, him and the wife were out of town for the weekend, and Alistair, the oldest, was going to have some friends over. Siblings asked if they could have some friends over too, and he was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" So we always had kind of a nice word by mouth type of party, and so okay, you guys ready for a real embarrassing story?
I'm
Let's hear
always
it.
ready for an
I
embarrassing story.
stand by this. I will always stand by this because it turned out to be a great night. So, we're all just chilling out in the one of the living rooms, and I sneak away to find a Saldria. Not a Saldria. Oh boy, I'd be a dead man. Amrelia. Amrelia. I thought she was like in the kitchen prepping some of the food. So I make my way into the kitchen so I can get a little, you know, and
Absolutely.
and I move,
He
and
got himself a case of that. I'm not saying. I'm going. Go on.
I move in and give her a little, you know, pinch on the booty, and
as you do.
I'm like, and the shriek, oh boy, I was very shocked because it sounded like it was a dude's, and it was. He turns around, and it's her twin brother, Sephiroth.
But did
Oh god damn! All right.
my question is, but did you?
So we just kind of stare at each other in a little awkward silence for a few moments. I slowly light a cigarette, and then I say, "You know what? I'm just gonna say it. You got a really nice butt, my friend." And he's like, "Oh, well, thank you." And then actually start up a whole conversation about just how much alike he looked to his sister. And honestly, those are probably the most words I ever heard that guy talk. He was, him and Amelia were really shy. But, you know, they just, the whole family just has this feel of just, you know, suppression. Like, you know, parents, you know how parents can be.
Isn't that how all the nobles tend to be though? They're always sitting there and they're just. You always feel like they're just tying themselves up with ropes, like they just, you know.
Oh yeah,
Can't
there's
seem to
expectation. Oh yeah, dude. There's expectation, and there's just, you know, tradition. So much so that the kids can't even live for themselves. It's all bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Getting
But-
involved with those kinds of nobles is never good.
Oh yeah, Anri gets it. Like, fucking. What was I getting at? There was one family that was part of the mix that like lived way north of here, and I think some of that got nobles on edge is like some kind of like attack. They felt some other kind of like monster attack or something, and so everybody just kind of tightened up, I guess.
Mm.
Well, monster attacks tend to do that to folks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but this wasn't just any noble house. This was like they had like a whole community. A community that was sitting around for hundreds of years.
Further
Which
north
family?
than Baronage?
It was north of Lear Zeros, actually. I think
Which
it was
family?
House Ashworth, I think they were called.
Oh.
That
Wait.
name just-
Someone in the group sweats.
Sips tea.
Can I make an ability check?
Go for it.
Yeah.
Nobility is the one knowledge I do not have. Okay. Cassandra knows everything.
Yeah.
Looks to
Andre-
Anri.
Oh no! Wait, he might. Oh no! But how much do you know?
So Cassandra, you know that that this house was probably the longest living houses for like not just decades but centuries. This house had a massive impact on like its origins had like a massive impact on like the history itself of Vera. And you don't
what I
know
have-
you don't know precisely why, because a lot of these secrets were kept close to the family. But you do know that there were 3 children, but several years ago, there were reports of a massive fires and monster attacks further north that hit the house one day, and after that point, all the family members were presumed either missing or dead. The community, everybody escaped. The community people had to like evacuate the surrounding village because of just how dangerous things had gotten.
I would assume most likely you'd know the patriarch and matriarch's names as well. Most likely, mom and dad.
I have
That
heard
kind
of
of a role.
Yeah, I think their kids went missing or died some time ago. I don't think it's really clear how that ended.
Yeah.
What very little
That's-
I've sat there and heard about and seen about. When I was working in Baronish and Tree Hollow and all that, lots of folks said to look out for one very specific symbol and to be very if you're wanting some of it, you need to be damn careful. That's where I recognize the name from.
Mm-hmm. And
Well,
between
if
them
you
and
remember,
go ahead, Solar.
Anri just kind of perks her head up.
we do know where one Ashworth. Sort of.
Oh, you know an Ashworth?
Well,
Yep.
you don't. Malaya,
You-
remember?
I know exactly where one of them is, he says, looking at Anri, and says, he smiles and says, Felix, my boy, out in Baronish.
Oh, they are in Baronish?
No, just one of them. He's dude kind of fell down on his luck, and I had to take the guy under my wing to help him on his feet a little.
Well, I mean, assuming that everything I'm hearing right here is true, then yeah, falling on your luck is a bit of an understatement.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But the other one, do you remember that cultist that we put in prison?
I remember.
She was looking for an Ashworth, correct?
I think
I
so.
don't remember.
He's right.
He's right, you know.
Anri sips tea serenely.
Well,
Did you want to share, Solar, or did you want me to elaborate?
You go and explain, because I can only remember bits and pieces as well.
That's okay.
It's
Perfectly
been
fine.
a while.
Yep. Y'all are good. Malaya was doing work for the cultists because they promised that they could return Leon Ashworth, her betrothed, to her.
ah, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Though she did so under the guise of not knowing whether he was alive or dead, but whatever fate he was subjected to could not be worth it.
Right. Well, suppose whatever happens, happens, you know. Hopefully they're all okay in the end.
Yeah. Well,
Not that
I'm
you want
gonna
bad
go,
things to happen to people.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I'm gonna go pour a harder drink. Sorren, you want to come take a look at my booze stash?
I just gotta wonder what kind of a what kind of a stash that a magic house like this has.
Well, I'll show you.
It's bigger on the inside.
And I'll take you in here. This room is basically, I'm just going to call this room like the kind of the cooler room. He's like, so there's this one brew I've been really wanting to try out. It's all right. Hang on a sec. The label fell off.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you go ahead, Cassandra.
No. It was just a thing. I just looked at the journal and I was like, I just saw the hand of an old enemy. I might need to get that story told at some point.
I think you're referring to the raccoon.
Yes.
So he takes a whiff of it. And he's like, Hey, can you give us a smell real quick?
Yeah, I give it a sniff.
It's kind of lacking. It doesn't really smell like there's anything in there, right?
Yeah, not much.
That's weird because the potency on this is like really high, and it's kind of the same color. He freezes. Uh-oh.
It's never a good thing when you say uh-oh.
So whatever's Anri is drinking right now is not tea.
Oh my god.
I get the feel that she's gonna find out about that real soon.
Yeah, I guess so.
What if you don't mind my asking, what is she drinking? It's not dangerous, is it?
Not in small doses, but
What's a small dose?
Casual sips. All I'm saying is this is probably not something you want to pound a whole bottle of in a night.
Well, all right then.
She's pounded 3.
Wouldn't think of it this way. It's Kimmel, but worse.
Oh my god. Oh shit.
It's Kimmel, but it's more.
It is.
I should have known.
Oh boy.
So,
Once we pick up whatever you wanted to drink, you think we might want to let her know that back?
Sure. She'll be fine. I'll just keep this bottle in here for the rest of the night.
She'll be fine.
She'll be okay. Might need to have about a barrel of water in the morning, but
Well,
barrel or 3.
It's raining. We'll be fine.
Yeah, it's raining. There's plenty of water. You can take a shower out there. Anyway, let me I'll make a couple of mixers. Meanwhile, what's going on in the fire pit room, boys?
So, Guti, do you remember we discussed the idea of this being a drawback?
Yes.
Right, I'm not even going to roll a fort save then.
Good. You probably wouldn't have succeeded.
In that case,
So between this and spiders, we're about to have a really interesting evening.
Anri is sipping her tea leisurely, but I think those who are in the room with her will begin to notice that she is swaying.
Are you okay?
What? Of course I'm okay, you little... cute gotcha player. Of course I'm okay, and I am going to get more tea. Goodbye.
Insight check.
Leaves.
Does she have like a tea addiction or something? I'm gonna like look at Shizuki and Tai. Is this what tea does to people?
Ty doesn't know how to answer that.
Okay.
Sorry.
I am absolutely clueless.
Sorry, I had to step away for 1 second. Adora was getting at my plant and chewing at the leaves.
No.
And like Cassie just asked like, is this what tea does to people?
She's drunk.
Oh boy.
What did you
Anyway,
All of it.
yeah.
This is what I like coffee more.
Shizuki turns to Cassandra. Coffee isn't even safe here.
Wait, was there something in that tea?
You're asking
Well.
that in Jerry's house.
We're in Jerry's house.
Anyway,
So, to be fair, out of character, the intended tea did not have anything in it.
that's the unintended.
Unfortunately, the label fell off of what he meant to pour for her.
Oh no.
Fair.
It's
Anyway,
an accident this time.
as Anri gets to this door, I'm going to say it's a little stiff. You just, Sorren, Jerry, you hear the door jiggle several times, then a kick, and then a gunshot, and the block blows off. And she kicks it open.
What?
Right! So, I just had the most lovely cup of tea. Jerry, would you care to brew them again while I take Sorren with me? Come here.
Takes you by the arm.
Oh,
Jerry has. When you look at Jerry, he is now holding a hammer that he has pulled from a hidden compartment.
I just look frightened beyond belief.
Actually, I'm gonna call it a tomahawk. Actually, he's holding a tomahawk.
There you
He pulled
go.
from a hidden compartment, ready to throw it because somebody broke into his secret room. Oh, wait. What do you want?
As I'm being pulled, apparently.
Tea! Come with me. You!
Oh,
And then she takes you. She takes your arm with like both hands and like drags you.
Come on!
He's not resisting. Okay, all right. I guess.
What's wrong with you? You've got like a little bead of sweat in your hair. Calm down, relax. It's great. Look at this place. It's so big, and it came out of nowhere. Magic is amazing, right? Do you think
Yeah,
Kanari could teach me to do this?
I'm sure it's given enough time.
I'm going to ask
figure
her about
out.
it later. I can teach her
Yeah.
to shoot things. Right.
Yeah, by all
You.
means.
You. So I need you for what was it?
Hold this. He gives you her gun,
So I need you.
and she like just starts like she presses her fingers to her temples.
I was like, I dragged you here for. Ah, yes, your guitar. I need your guitar.
Okay. What did you need it for?
I need your guitar. Your fingers. I need them to strum the guitar.
Something about this entire conversation is both frightening, arousing, and confusing, and I'm not entirely certain what's going on, and I don't know what.
Come on.
Oh,
Just
all
have a little
right.
bit of fun, please.
Okay.
Please.
No, absolutely. If you need some music, I got the music. I got it for
Good. Good. Come with me.
you.
So
He's
Jerry,
following.
Jerry is following you with a glass in each of his hands and there are two glasses levitating next to him, most likely by his servants.
Fair.
But does he have tea?
One of the servants does. He when you looked at him, he's like, "Oh no, these are for me. That one's yours."
Oh, right.
Takes one, downs it, puts it back on the plate.
Normal tea this time.
Slam.
Nope, that was a lighter mixer. It was tea, but it was a lighter mixer because he's like,
Hey, Jerry, this chai is very different. What do you put in it?
Chai.
Ellipses.
Ellipses.
What do you put in this? Trade secret.
Trade secrets. I've never heard of that ingredient before. Oh my
Sweat and
goodness.
cigarette.
You know, I think my father would love to speak to you. He's all about that trade and commerce.
Okay.
Commerce.
Does he work with the Pronemias or something? Or
Yes. Anyway.
Pushes Sorren forward.
And I'm being pushed back into the room.
Is the door closed? Because you're going through it either way.
Did we leave it open?
Hey.
Did you leave it
Party's
open
back.
when you left?
Elias is the one next to the door. Would he have shut it?
Probably not.
he probably would have. He may have. I don't know.
Well, regardless, I go through the door.
You go through the door.
He's gonna lean into Shizuki and just to let her know and be like, "So I gave her the wrong tea, but she's gonna be fine."
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Shizuki! I haven't seen you in so long.
It was like 2 minutes.
Shizuki.
I'm just. She's just got like.
Shizuki.
She's
Go
got
on.
like a. She has like a chicken leg in her mouth, and she's just like, "It's been like 2 minutes. What's up?"
She walks up to you. She pulls the bone of like turkey out of your leg. Out of your
To the fire.
Out of my leg. Excuse me.
You now know that you have a bone in your leg.
fucking she pulls it out of your mouth. Assumingly it's empty.
Ow.
And with that, she takes both of your hands and she says,
Did I ever tell you that you have the most amazing, incredibly, amazingly, incredibly, beautifully astounding, most gigantic boobs I've ever seen?
I am going.
Everyone turns wide-eyed.
No, Sorren's fucking bursting out laughing in the back. He's just.
Booze, you watch as booze erupts out of Jerry's nose.
Gaz is just like, oh,
Just
gotta
like
pull out the lyre and start playing some Spanish.
flamenco guitar.
Yeah.
I'm just confused. The doggo is so confused.
I lean towards Elias to say, I think it's a good thing she handed me this thing.
I'm just gonna get closer to Kai. See, Kai, this is what we call romance being made.
Take so Shizuki at you saying that will like wide-eyed from like the surprise of suddenly Anri, and then the comment was like, thank you.
Good. You need to give me, like, tips or something.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I could do that.
and then she turns to
Try.
Cassandra and sees the tune you're playing and is like,
Oh, that's great. You can help too. Right. Okay. So, you,
Sorren, points at Sorren, points gun at Sorren. You realize it has gun in hand, puts gun back. Points at Sorren normally.
Right, I only had one of them. That's right, you had two.
I have two.
alright, so
Points
since you-
gun. Play the guitar. Play the guitar.
Since you're too busy laughing, you can't sing. So, I'll just have to do it for you.
And with that, I would like to roll a performance check.
Roll perform.
Well, I pull out my guitar and I'll try my best to accompany Cassandra.
Performance check.
Honka donka badonks.
No,
So,
I'm gonna help with the performance as well.
Yes.
and much to everyone's amazement, Anri is surprisingly good at singing.
You could say she's almost formally trained.
Ooh. So, Sorren has, he's just still taken aback. He's letting Cassandra take the lead on this one.
Yeah.
You don't even know the song she's singing, but she expects you to know it, and you're too scared to say anything else.
You're too scared to say no.
Sorren, watch and learn.
And it goes a little something like this. Just with an acoustic guitar instead of a harp, of course.
Well, there's a harp.
Well, we do have a harp.
Cassandra's harp.
Yeah, Cassandra has a lyre.
Yeah, it's a...
A bit of both.
And her voice.
Tones resound in me in the warrior's ageless heart.
Is probably the most serene thing you have ever heard, let alone come out of her mouth. But it's definitely a difference in the rough and tumble that you've, the rough and tumble girl that you've known up until now.
Single tear rolls down her face.
I'm just generally confused. So...
Anri provides a polite curtsy.
Round of applause.
Yeah, Gary puts his cigarette in his mouth to give a big applause.
Thank
What?
you. I could not have done it without Kai
Or
for being a good boy.
I performed well. That helped.
Yeah,
You did.
He looks so proud of himself. He's so proud.
So proud.
where did you learn to sing like that?
Oh, my mother beat me.
Well, that's... All right.
Gary begins coughing up smoke.
Well, don't necessarily approve of the method, but gave its results.
Well, you know what they say, a good beating is really good for the larynx.
Oh,
Come on, let's go and explore more.
I would have taken it easy on the truth serum there, Anri. Holy shit!
Holy shit.
As she leaves, Cassandra's just gonna look at Shizuki, gonna do eyebrows. So,
I should go follow her to make sure she doesn't break anything.
Assuming I was in the way. Oh.
Anri, well, yeah. Are you going to try and stop Anri moving? You going to do anything?
I mean, he probably would have gone with you, and he's probably going to try to make sure you don't drink anymore, most likely.
Sure.
But...
So where were those servants?
Oh, they're all over. They're like,
One is being held at gunpoint.
They're like
They're
invisible.
unseen servants. They're
One
just-
is being held at gunpoint.
Yeah, Anri, you alright? It's,
where's my goddamn tea?
You! Have you got a license for that tea? I am confiscating it in the name of the law.
You need to sit down and calm down, alright?
Sit down?
Just for a little
Why?
bit. Just for a little bit.
But
You...
where? There's so much to see, so much to explore.
It's definitely a good idea to take a look around. You gotta be tired after all that run.
The thing is, I've never been in a mansion this small before.
Never been in a mansion You've been in mansions before?
Boring ones.
Well, fair enough, I guess, but can't
Goes.
imagine. Wait, that. He just tries to. He's gonna try to block the door to the kitchen, mainly.
Okay, that's fair.
It's like, no going in the kitchen. Looks like I'm her handler, guys. It's fine.
All right, fair enough.
You are the designated driver. I am sorry, Sorren.
So.
And I'm the worst choice for this role.
You signed up for this.
Yeah, I did.
You didn't ask this. You didn't choose this.
To be fair, he knows that what's going on first, so like he kind of feels a little responsible. So he's like a little guilty. He's following her around, like, I know I've never seen her this bad before. In fact, to be fair, he's never seen her drink before. Now that he thinks about it. Anyways.
So should we be concerned she's going to blow up this house with her gun?
No, I don't think so.
Nah, this place is pretty indestructible.
He says that as a gunshot goes through the wall next to him. No, I'm joking.
Lights up a cigarette.
Yeah, blows off the cigarette.
Yeah, he still holds up his cigarette. He's like, nah, this place is pretty indestructible. Gunshot goes through the wall. It's lit. He takes a puff.
Oh god.
Panic.
Elias asked a lot of you, does she do that often?
No, she doesn't.
I
First
have not
time.
been around long enough to know that. So is she? Did that tea had anything on it, Jerry? Do you put things on people's beverage on purpose?
So, funny story.
Gonna go find Ty. Make sure that she doesn't get hit in any of that.
So I use the same type of bottles for a lot of the drinks I have in here, and the one that was marked tea, and then the other that was marked. I'm not even going to bother. I'm trying to describe it because it's a completely different language, but it's an old language. But the label fell off what I thought was the tea, but. Anyway, you might want to keep her away from, small children, vases.
Fire.
Anri's.
You hear a vase.
There it is. At small children,
Feel
Ty
the
leaves the room to go find Ty.
So is she drunk, high?
Oh,
Possessed?
She is absolutely wasted.
Plastic.
That was the strongest proof alcohol I ever had. I wanted to see if I could share a shot with Sorren.
I could smell it on her when she was speaking to me. I could smell it on her breath. It's that strong.
She's gonna sweat potency for a while. So I wanted to try giving a shot with Jack, but whoops. She'll be fine though.
She'll be fine.
Anyway, what's in this room?
This is a big bay window kind of balcony room. It's like it's a nice little sitting room, but one wall is basically, imagine stepping in here and seeing some clouds, some moonlight shining through despite the storm, and the whole wall is basically a massive bay window. You can see to the second floor below across the landscape as rain pitter-patters gently against the glass.
Wow.
These are some good windows, I'll give them that much.
Do they open?
I guess
They do not.
I'm assuming you're about to find out.
Anri tries.
It does not.
That's for the best.
So we can't get on the roof?
It's probably still best not to be getting on the roof at the moment, but I guess not that way, no.
Annoying. There must be something fun to do. I must say, this is probably the best party I've been to in a long while.
Kicks open door.
Well, yeah. Definitely as a party. Yeah.
You could go over here. This looks
Oh.
like it's sort of like a sit out on like a balcony type thing.
Wuten, don't encourage her.
I am actively encouraging her.
So, all right. So y'all know the So basically, in Chicago, in the Sears Tower, that is all I will ever fucking call it. By the way.
Oh yeah.
There's a thing called. I don't remember what they called it. It's in Illinois. It's the Sears Tower. I don't fucking care what they call it.
It's changed names like
It did
twice.
change.
It changed twice in like the last 2 decades.
And nobody
I've
fucking
never heard any
cares.
other name. Yeah, I've never
But
heard any other name.
So basically, there's a portion of it on the top floor called the Sky Deck, I believe, where it's basically this big open box that is basically all window, floor, wall, and ceiling. And you can step out, look straight down, and see the ground below you. That's kind of what this thing is over here.
No, I just assumed that was the windows from the first floor.
It
Anyway,
is.
Anri,
Apparently,
here.
there's some glass floor. Now, Cassandra could look up and see Anri.
Yeah.
Hello. Just wait. Is Shizuki and Jerry, are we getting like, are we seeing upskirt
What we shouldn't
from
be
here?
seeing.
What we shouldn't be seeing?
She's still
Unfortunately
wearing
for
her pants.
you, Anri is wearing pants.
She is wearing pants, but
Yes.
Is Sorren wearing pants?
is he wearing a
Was that
kilt?
the one you weren't expecting?
An armored kilt?
So for the purposes of magic, they can see down, but you cannot see up for that very reason.
Okay.
Jerry is courteous like that.
Good deal. Good deal.
Oh. Soren, you need to be careful. They'll see up your skirt.
Well, seeing as I'm not wearing one, I don't think I'll wear it too much.
You should.
She takes you somewhere else.
I should. Wait, what? No. That's not...
Come on.
That is not what I wear. No, it's not what men wear. No. Ah.
You'd look fine in a kilt.
You think so?
Just like a dwarf, you'd get a feel for the patterns.
Okay.
I am bullshitting right now, so yeah.
I love it.
Good.
I love it. It's so good.
I hope you guys are enjoying this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyway, Anri goes back here.
Hello.
Are you okay, Anri?
Oh, I'm doing great. Oh,
Enjoy.
I'm doing wonderfully.
Yeah, you're gonna get a nice sound sleep tonight too.
Really? Why's that?
Let's just say it's some pretty relaxing tea.
I find most tea to be relaxing, but this one is very relaxing. It's like my hands are beginning to shake with tiredness,
Relaxation.
relaxation.
Yeah.
And then
Everyone's
she just
some
like
of that every now and then.
slumps to the floor.
She just
Just
slumps.
slowly slumps down to the floor, just sort of like melts and just.
I'm feeling really tired, so I need to go and shoot my gun.
Pulls out gun,
Thing
aims it at window.
takes gun out of hand gently.
No.
And
Quietly.
Jerry reaches out to her arm and just slowly points it downward as Sorren takes the gun.
I think you'd be better suited going to sleep. It seems like you're very tired after your exertion.
Well, she after that, like as you take her gun, she goes,
No, my only source of happiness.
and then
Alright.
she slumps. Who is nearest? Who is getting shoulder?
Well,
Jerry or
either me or
Sorren.
Jerry.
Jerry's staying out of the way of this one.
Oh yeah.
I guess it's
Sorren
you.
it is?
You should probably go be her shoulder, you know? I'm gonna like nudge Shizuki.
All right. Walks over, picks up Anri over the shoulder. Oh, there we go. You're going to bed.
we'll choose.
Okay.
I'm
to
glad
step
you're
aside.
carrying me. Sorren thinks I'm heavy. Talk.
All right, I said it once, but come on.
All right.
You said it twice.
As they leave, I'm like,
Elias is gonna also probably adjourn to bed as well. On that note, he's gonna pick
Betty bye
up
time. Let's go.
for them.
Uh,
Jerry, however, wants to keep this party going, and opens up his jacket and pulls out some fat cigars.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
well, I did say that I was gonna probably. I suppose I might as well. He kind of looks up for and out the door and up for a second, though. He's just like listening for a second.
I think I'm gonna check on Kai
All right.
and Tai.
Kai and Tai.
He will pass a cigar to you, Sorren. And as the rain comes down further, some lightning, thunder in the distance.
Ugh.
That's some good. He uses the fire pit to light his, as you just like. Probably not the smartest idea, of course, but
He's just looking around
Usually,
the room. Oh crap! Only one bed.
Looks like I got a share.
Let's see.
You're not gonna leave me, are you?
Grabs hand.
Uh,
Death glare.
It's just
Go,
okay.
Shizuki, go!
Oh,
I'm sorry. I'm being a
okay.
bitch. Ignore me.
just
Rolls diplomacy.
okay.
Rolls puppy eyes.
Let's see it.
Let's see.
12.
I'm gonna give you a +4 circumstance bonus.
16.
Yes!
16. Okay. Okay. Let's see.
You know,
Says, "Great."
Shizuki, you were my first, gal friend. My brothers could be dicks sometimes.
Okay. Let's pops you into under the covers and all that. Get you all burritoed up. Okay. Just sort of like slapping her hands together as sort of like a job well done type thing.
You just have to remember we are a bunch of teenagers.
Rito.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Anrito. Anrito.
Anrito.
Okay.
Art of the Anrito, please.
You sleep well, and you know what? I'll just turns, looks around. Is there? I don't see any other bed, so I could probably just.
This here is probably a sofa.
Oh, okay.
I'll call that a
That'll
sofa.
work. That'll work. I can bedroll over here. Call it good.
Just make sure she doesn't throw up on her on the night.
Yeah,
Roll
something
her on
like
her
that.
side.
Yeah.
Rolls onto side.
Yeah.
Not until we've had a sparring match.
Sleep.
And so
Honk.
Jerry's gonna say to Sorren and be like, "So Jack, heard of me learning magic pretty soon or something?
Oh yeah, yes.
Any schools you got in mind? Anything you might want to focus on?"
Yeah, Kanari's gonna help me out with that. She knows a bit. She knows at least a thing or two about it. Well, from what little I've been sitting there and learning, seems as though I've dealt with a couple of them myself before, but I guess illusions, the ones that make it more difficult to tell what's going on.
Like
Make
get a
it
better-
invisible, sort of things.
Oh yeah, illusion's great. Yeah, my so for some of us who like did the full-on studying situation, what we end up doing usually is focusing on a school, and then there's 2 others you just kind of just put at the wayside. My 2 that I put aside were evocation and necromancy. Not too interested in those. Used for war a lot, and I figured if I wasn't good for war, then I wouldn't get asked to help with the war effort.
Well, it seems like a pretty good reason, yeah, and probably better not to deal with the dead if you can help it. But we'll see what happens once we get to Liazeros. Kanari's gonna do her best sitting there helping me out.
Yeah. Illusion's pretty fun. I think I'll have a lot of fun with illusionary stuff. Okay. So I got into the story, but I've actually never told it to really anybody.
Is that so?
Yeah, it kind of goes back to the days with the Ortrudas and schooling and all that stuff. So I'm going to change the music for this one.
Says it in character.
He would.
You know, Jerry is probably the only character who can do that.
He probably could. So, when I was younger, remember how I said I was I had a little flirt. I was kind of seeing the Ortruda sister. My God, this isn't him blanking. This is me blanking. Amrelia. Yeah. So, total sweetheart, and like her brother, really shy, wanted her to flee. So one time, sometimes at school she would show up, looking kind of pale or like she'd been through a lot. I don't know exactly what, but there were a couple of these other noble kids who were giving her a hard time for it. Her and Sephiroth both, and well, these guys are my friends back then, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not the type of guy who, look at me. He shows himself off to be like, pretty skinny and, not very muscly at all, right? He's like, look at me. I was about to go across these guys. Plus, if they alone didn't start a fight with me, then I'd probably take it to their parents, and they'd go after me. So,
yeah,
I did a different route. I got all buddy with them, and I play with them. And this isn't the right song. Sorry.
Oh, you good?
Quick. Let's see. Is this the right one? No. Sorry, dudes.
No, you're fine.
This will work. I just want it to be, just the right thing. Just right, I think. This isn't quite it, but it'll work. So, for whatever reason, sometimes they would show up to school kind of looking worse for wear. They got kind of ragged for it. And I didn't like how they were being treated. So these 2 kids who were acting all nasty and stuff, I told them, don't worry, I told the twins, don't worry, I'll take care of it. So these 2 guys, I get all buddy with them, and I start introducing them to different ways to relax and all that, and you know me, you know how I operate.
Yeah, of course.
He looks out the window and says, So I decide one weekend the 3 of us all go camping. And that's when I would enact my plan. He smiles, blows out some more smoke. We did something we love to do is tell each other ghost stories and stuff.
Yeah.
And one story in particular was actually more of a game that I thought we should try out. And I told him, the name of this game, guys, is called Feed the Woods. And he says that part pretty serious. Basically, the plan. Basically, I lied about this little ritual thing that you can do to like talk to other people or whatever. And what I did was I got him hopped up on a bunch of stuff and then played with illusion magic throughout the night, hiding in the trees and stuff.
Oh, fuck.
They were crying and shitting and pissing themselves wild all night.
Damn. You really sat there and gave him a what for, and didn't you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, they, the Artruda kids had it bad enough at home, I think. It's like, the way I see it, there shouldn't be anything more important than a parent's love for their kid. But the way that, if there's anything that I could have done to, you know, make their lives a little bit easier and
Getting a couple of bullying twats off their back, sort of.
oh
deal.
yeah, I mean, what would their parents do about it? You know, they're just like, oh, my kid would never do that.
That's kind of how it goes, ain't it?
Yeah, I do kind of regret it because it was kind of my wilder days, but at the same time, like,
I can see that. It's one of those maybe a little extreme sort of things, but you know, they didn't get hurt in the end, other than maybe some soiled pants and some crybaby tears.
emotional scarring for life, maybe.
Eh.
Do you have
What's
any
a little-
regrets like that, buddy?
What's a little emotional scarring between friends?
Exactly.
Sorry, if that's too personal a question. I just,
Well, there are no perfect plans.
That's a good question, actually. If you give me a second, maybe I can try to think of something.
Sure. I am kind of just dropping these, you know, interactive bits. So
Yeah.
You're fine. I'm just trying to think if there's something maybe that might hook into all of you guys, maybe. I can't think of anything at the moment.
Regrets. Maybe the tree hollow thing initially. Excuse me. Trying to steal Guinean rubies for the eventual cult.
That's right, that would be something, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I do have something, kind of. I guess I might as And actually, it's gonna be a bit of a surprise for you, too. At least some aspects of it, I guess. And funny enough, this regret kind of turned into what's, well, at the moment, one of the best things that's happened.
oh yeah,
Yeah, you know Tree Hollow? It's a little further up north, just outside, in the woods, outside Berenice.
not too far from when I think I first met you guys. I think.
I think so.
Yep.
It feels like it's been forever at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Well, let's just say that before I was an adventurer, doing all these crazy things with these crazy folk, that, well, you know you have to do something to get by, right?
Yeah, totally.
Whatever that is. Let's just say that I took up jobs with less than savory characters.
Mhm.
And Tree Hollow, you know about the ruby that they had in Tree Hollow? The one that the Elder took care of that was sort of meant to be a protection stone sort of deal.
I've heard about it a few times. Sure.
Did you hear about the heist that went on there?
A little bit. I remember how I said that I thought I was outside of Linyara when we first met.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't around the area when it took place, but by the time I was around where I met you guys, you know, the story kind of caught my ears a few times.
Let's just say that I was a big part in that. I was
Oh.
I was just a lookout. Just sitting there making sure that, lead man was able to get in, get what he wanted, and get out quietly.
Oh,
Turned out not so easy.
oh, come on, Jack. You couldn't have known, man.
Well, that's what I'm telling myself at the very least.
It's not like you were one of the actual cultists, right?
I'm not a cultist of any kind. Not siree. No siree.
Yeah, man. My cult days are long over.
That sounds like another story for another time.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry. I wasn't part of Pharos Grimm. Those guys suck.
Seems to be the case.
I was, however, a mathematist.
Ah!
Oh my god.
Y'all will explain that one to me later. I'm sure. I'm lost. But anyway,
it's not that complicated. So basically, as a mathematist, the idea behind being a mathematist is basically you want to create happiness and decrease suffering, right? Make the world a better place. Yeah. So the idea is we have to create happiness. We have to increase happiness and decrease suffering. But after a while, during the New Testament era, I guess some of the high priests kind of realized that suffering is more of a constant, and happiness is instead a temporary measure. So, in order to increase happiness, the idea instead would be to increase happiness and then completely just eliminate suffering, right?
sure.
Right. So you build a giant bomb to blow up the world, and then we don't have any more suffering. It was pretty stupid. It was pretty stupid in hindsight. So,
yeah, I'll give you that.
Crazy rebel years. Don't worry about it.
How did I miss that?
I knew this is the beginning.
The name being Jerry didn't click, but now it all clicks.
Good.
You all will have to explain it to me later.
Yeah, we will.
Okay.
It's creepypasta.
Gotcha.
A very good one. I highly recommend it.
Yes.
Okay.
I have all the books.
Gotcha.
Anyway.
Well, good thing that you ended up growing out of that then, I guess. But yeah, someone ended up getting hurt, and well, I wasn't going to stand for that. And this group of folks also happened to be chasing after the man as well. I joined. Things just grew from there. And as part of that regret, they all first knew me as Jack too, but my name's not actually Jack. It's a name that I use if I don't want to use my real name. If you haven't heard him referring to me, my name's actually Sorren. Very nice to meet you. Takes a puff.
You lied to me about that all this time! I'm kidding, that's totally cool.
Well, you just kept going. I knew who you meant, and nobody else said anything, so I just let it go.
Yeah. Like you said, gotta watch out for your own. Crazy world like this, gotta watch out for your own nature.
Absolutely.
Thanks for indulging me, dude.
No, of course. Anytime. Anytime.
Same to you. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get me a little shut-eye.
I'll go up and do the same myself here in a few.
Alrighty. Well, put out the fire before you go to bed, and I'll catch you in the morning.
He gives a little, like a 3-finger salute, just like that. Yep, gotcha.
I'll be up here for the night.
Right.
And he's going to hang out down here for a little bit longer, and I'm going to go use the bathroom.
Okay.
Woo, pee
And
break
I'm gonna slam
time.
my face against the desk while I also remember that Sorren was called Jack.
I remembered that.
Well, no, the main character of the story's name is Jack as well.
Oh.
Which is why
okay.
it was so. Which is why it was so easy for me to stay in character.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I like literally just DM Goody once. I was like, wait, is this
so mad that I missed.
is this who I think it is? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, oh.
He was like, "Is this who I think it is?" I'm like, It is who you think it is.
Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna use the bathroom upstairs, and a cowboy's gonna come.
I did not neglect that thought, by the way.
I just have this picture of at any moment doing like, Jack the gun.
Jack, the gun! He throws the gun.
Also,
I'm sitting
Wuten,
here wondering, being like, I wonder if Kai is ever going to pick up on this.
Now, apparently, forever later, It's been years since I've last listened to it. I'm gonna listen to it again. It's such a good.
I listen to it like every 3 months. And I do have, by the way, if you ever want to hear the "How did we get here," I do have it.
Oh.
It was
I am
all completely removed from the internet.
I am waiting every year for the channel I told you about to adapt a story. Like last year, we got Searching for Vanessa. I think we might be getting another one this Halloween.
Ooh, hell yeah!
I think we might. We ended up after the talks with a dark god.
Oh, you're waiting. Oh, a Spanish adaptation. Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Good shit.
So I'm saying, if I could get it translated to Spanish, I'd just record it for you.
Oh no! Like I could listen to the one in English, but I really like this guy's voice acting,
That's fair.
especially because he's Jerry, and I assume your Jerry is based on the one of the NCP.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have my own little twist. I have my own little twist to him though in this game.
But like the impression I have of Jerry from him is completely different, and I really love his version of Jerry as well.
Mm-hmm.
I just am so mad at myself.
I am back.
Me too long. It took me way too long.
Also,
after band season ends, I'm going to start reading the 4th book finally.
guys, look in the chat.
Oh.
Beautiful.
Oh, that's great.
Solar's new profile picture, go.
There we go.
So that is an Anri in her burrito with a gun on a pillow, dreaming of boobies. Got it.
Melons.
No.
Dreaming of melons.
This is a PG
Oh,
campaign. No,
Jesus.
it's not.
Mhm. Yeah, I decided to do that because, well, I remember how when we first started this campaign, it was a thing you were constantly doing, Wuten, that she got very pissed off whenever somebody commented about her breast size being small.
Yep.
So
I did the opposite.
Full character arc.
Full character arc.
Oh, I love it.
But they are they small? No,
No,
they
they're
aren't.
not. They're not. They're not. But
keep them bound up a little
yeah,
bit.
keeps them bound up because she doesn't
Get in
want
the
them
way.
to get in the way when she's forging and fighting and whatnot. That's why her dex is so high.
Small.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
look small to the naked eye,
But they
Anyway.
ain't.
but they
They're
ain't.
But I am
actually
back.
hunka
so-
dunka dunkas.
Stealth boob.
Honk.
Hunka dunka badunkas.
Dunka boings. Anyway,
Oh, it just reminds that meme of Fire Emblem Three Houses. Let me look for it. There we go. I just need Shizuki doing this.
What's this?
There you go. There you go. Wuten.
Oh yeah. Good God. Uh-huh.
Okay.
All right.
well, I am good. So
I'm good to go too. So we can
Oh,
transition.
these, my boobies, my massive fucking titties, my super stuffed milkers, my honker bunker doinky boinkies, my fucking fabric stretching wind flapping gravity welling sex mountains. You mean these super duper ultra hyper goddamn motherfucking tits?
This one's just always going to be my favorite version of it.
Yeah, yeah. The fucking
Oh my
the fucking Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z Abridged version. Yeah. Oh, these. Oh god. All right. So sliding back
right.
over here.
Oh my god, Solar.
You're welcome. Thank you so much. I am very pleased with the burrito.
Unreado.
Honky tonky
Yeah,
tonks.
Oh my god.
All right. All right. So we can jump over to let's jump over to what Ty and Kai are up to, and Cassandra for that matter.
See, after I heard the children part, when Anri was going on a rampage, I ran to go find Ty.
She has found herself into this quiet little, this quiet little statue room. Oh, hey, boy. Gives pets.
Bork.
A little loud in there, I guess. Just wanted to have a little quiet for a minute. I'm okay.
Orc.
I will probably be arriving like a few minutes later.
Okay.
It's gonna be like, oh hello, you guys okay? Party's getting a bit too tough for you?
Not really. Guess I'm just a little introverted.
Hmm?
Fun for a
Nice.
bit. It was fun for a bit, but I just needed to step out, have a little quiet time, I guess.
It's fine. I think you're still getting used to this, everything.
Yeah, it's been nice having given my waking up, I guess. I don't know what to call it yet, but it's been nice having to just, I guess, be surrounded by good people. Start. Really don't know how better to put it, honestly.
Well, I think I know how you feel. But I mean, at least we have some good company here, and we have ourselves a good boy. And I'm gonna pat Kai on the head. So, what do you would like to do for having fun, or what you like to do back then?
What I did for fun. Well, sometimes I would sometimes I would sneak off and go hunting here and there, just small things. We'll do there are a couple of games we'd play with some minor magics, I guess, but I just remember a lot of pops and flashes and colors, not precise, nothing precise. The memory still isn't the best right now. But this tonight, this was fun. I didn't have much to say, but that's just, I guess I'm just more interested in everyone else's stories, really.
And seeing Anri being drunk, it's kind of an amusing scene to watch.
Yeah, she was. I hope she's gonna be okay.
Well, apparently someone
Well,
is dead.
yeah.
Thank you
Someone's
for guest
dead,
starring,
evidently. Yeah.
She's just like, I hope she's gonna be
He's
okay.
fucking
He's
dead.
dead. Damn it.
She's gonna be fine. We just gotta make sure that the next time that happens, she doesn't have her gun.
Yeah, I heard it go off earlier. But when everybody came back alive, I suppose it was not entirely an awful thing. Whatever happened. I will say that thing she has does kind of scare me a little.
Uh,
It's nothing like I've ever seen before.
I agree. That's why I prefer using this, as I just pull out my rapier. You know, a more civilized weapon for more civilized times.
And there's something else. And can you? She looks out the window a moment, as if thinking, and then turns back to the two of you and says, "Can the two of you keep a secret for me?"
Mm-hmm.
Not.
I don't remember who brought it up exactly, but someone in the room back there mentioned the name Ashworth. I don't know why, but I felt something in my memory trigger when I heard the name, but I don't know why. But it wasn't a good feeling.
Would I know if the Ashworths were involved into anything shady or any?
So even based on the Nat 20 you rolled earlier, knowing about the Ashworths,
Mhm.
you just know them to be very prolific business folk.
What was their business exactly?
Just various trade crafts.
Oh, okay. From what I know,
So much so that it would have brought about uh, the Pronemias got involved in interested in a sort of a marriage merger, shall we say? There's a better word for it than that, but
Corporate merger.
yeah, combining the families to yeah.
well, they were a very prolific family of merchants. From what I know, they even got the attention of the Pronamia family. So from that, the only thing I know is that they are probably extinct, save for apparently one of them who might be in Varnish.
Maybe it's for the best.
Hmm.
Sorry, that was maybe a bit too much.
No. It's I understand. I would assume probably you had your run-in with their um predecessors back then, or
I don't know. Just you know the feeling when like when you know the feeling when you go when you feel a sun cold in your head and like you can feel the onslaught, like the the oncoming of sweat coming to your head when something makes you uneasy.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I felt. But I just can't remember.
Mm. Do you think it's something you may want to find out, or you think it's something best left alone?
If this happened to my people, then even if I don't want to know, I feel like I should for their sakes.
Mm.
If it's a
Well,
burden if it's a burden that I have to bear, then I will.
Well, if you want to, maybe after we are done with a little business there, maybe the three of us, or if you want to tell the others, we can just make a little side quest and look for this remaining Ashworth fellow and have a few words with him.
Okay. Maybe. Okay, yeah. It's like you guys say, one thing at a time, I think.
Don't worry. Remember that doll I gave you?
What'd you say, Ebony?
Remember that doll I gave you?
I do, yeah.
You should hug it now.
She'll reach into her pack and show that she does still have it. I guess it does make me feel a little better. Thanks.
No biggie. Let's go back. And I'm gonna grab some probably beef jerky I have in my pocket and give it to Kai.
Tricky.
Oh, don't bite my hand, please.
He would never.
Gulp!
He would never.
And yeah. Since it's quieted down, she'll probably head back towards the fire.
Sorren! My good friend. My amigo. I have a proposition for you.
What's up?
So,
He seems a bit bleh.
uneasy.
Just bleh. That's the word for it.
So, Anri is drunk up her butt right now, right?
She's drunk up something.
Kai is just confused because he did not recall her seeing drinking with her butt.
So, this is where what I have read and heard tales of when we play some tricks on each other.
Say what?
Do you want to play a prank on Anri?
I mean, I think enough of a prank's been played on her already. I'm pretty sure she was expecting tea. It kind of seems like a bit of a prank already, don't you think? And besides, she's probably gonna need to be sleeping this off anyways.
True. Do you not play it on Shizuki then?
Did she fall asleep with her boots still on? If so,
He's here?
No, I'm asking, not Cherry.
Oh, okay.
I'm asking, did she fall asleep with her boots still on? If so, she's fair game.
I mean, in that case, Shizuki is still a valid target.
You want to be the one to piss her off? Be my guest. And he just shows a hand to the door. You have my full blessing, but I will deny that it was ever given.
Okay. I'm gonna ask Jerry if he has some.
Jerry is not here.
Jerry's
Jerry's asleep.
He finished his cigar and went to bed.
I'm gonna ask Kai to accompany me. I'm gonna look for some ink.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I will end up putting the fire out. I guess I'll look at Ty and I'll shrug and I'll be like, well, I guess you're heading somewhere. I don't know where all. I got a good view of the house, but I had the feeling all the beds are just about taken up at this point. Might have to find a couch or a chair, comfy chair or something.
Okay.
I'm gonna look for some ink. And
I'm sorry, did I had been talking to Ty. I wasn't sure.
oh, sorry.
Oh,
That's what I was assuming you guys were already off to look for the ink, so I was assuming I had looked to Ty, and that's what I had said.
Yeah,
oh,
sorry.
my mistake. She'll shrug and be like, "There's plenty of furniture."
Well, I guess
pretty
find
comfy,
yourself
too.
a chair or a sofa, I guess. Hope you sleep well.
Yeah, you too. I think I actually fit in one of those circular ones upstairs.
Huh. Well, good luck to you, I guess. And he's gonna wander off, probably just sleep in the front hall on the chair, I guess.
It's as comfy as a full night's sleep in a fluffy bed.
Cool.
And Cassandra, roll me a perception check to see what you can find around here.
I will roll as well because I am helping.
Okay.
Nah. Still higher than you, though.
Yeah.
So between the two of you, I mean, it's pretty clear now that Jerry's a mage, so he's going to probably have some in this little study area. Probably find a quill and some ink with some, probably near some like assorted like old scroll parchment and stuff.
Gonna grab me just a little bottle of ink and sneak upstairs.
Okay. As you get towards Anri's room and begin to sneak your way in, roll me a stealth check, both of you.
I'm also gonna cast silence.
Never the fuck mind.
Gonna get in the room. And are both of them asleep?
I presume Anri is. Shizuki, are you asleep?
Anri is definitely asleep.
Let me put this to chance. Odds, she's asleep. Evens, she's awake. She's asleep.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna quietly get into the room, hold the ink, the bottle of ink, and use Mage Hand first to dip its fingers into the ink and very carefully draw a very beautiful mustache on Anri's face
Exquisite.
with a goatee, and then sneak my way in and draw a very beautiful pair of glasses on Shizuki's.
I would like to perception.
As I
check.
see you're doing this, I abandon you because I know if they wake up.
I would like to roll a
I'm
perception
dead.
check to feel the ink being pressed to my face. And potentially awaken.
Can I roll one at a disadvantage? Well, a big one.
Should I roll sleight of hand or stealth for this?
I left you the second I saw it.
It's just eyes
Anri,
wide.
I think because of the state of you, I'm gonna allow this.
Okay.
But Shizuki, yeah, you guys gotta roll competitively here.
Let's see it.
So, stealth against. What would the minus be to this perception since you're asleep?
I need to double check that actually. It's been a while. I know there's penalties against sight for sleeping. Making the check is asleep. The DC is +10. So
37.
So I will remove 10 from my perception.
Okay.
Okay. I don't think I could actually beat that. Yeah, I couldn't beat that even on a nat 20.
Okay.
Yes. I found asleep. It's third party, but it says -10 on perception checks. I'm assuming it's because nobody's like, oh, well, what if I'm sleeping? So I'm assuming.
Well, it actually has it on the D20 website. Is creature making the check is asleep? It's a +10 to the DC. It's essentially the same thing.
Gotcha. That's fair. Just whichever way you want to do it. So
Yeah. So,
Okay.
Cassandra.
Congratulations, Cassandra. You have had a brush with death. You lived.
For now.
So just it's a very beautiful pair of glasses for Shizuki. And I'm gonna just leave the bottle of ink here in the middle of the room and walk outside. And then just go, I almost fucking died, and go to sleep.
Me. I almost fucking died. Passes out.
I
Gonna
think-
go get
I
I
think we
lifted
have
up my gun and I missed.
I shot it again, and I missed.
I missed. I had a popsicle and I passed out.
Oh god. I just love the idea that like as soon as she makes her way outside of the room, she's just like this she's like a just like a she gets off on being in danger now after everything that she's been through.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. She needs to feel alive.
I feel alive.
Her pretty much her first two combats.
Yeah.
She got captured in her very first two combats.
She's just like, oh, I like this. This
Oh, no.
better not awaken anything in me.
Just gonna go back, proud of myself, and gonna sleep next to Kai because Kai is the comfiest pillow.
Love it.
Yeah.
All right, and everyone has themselves a nice, sleepful, restful night.
Good.
And when morning comes, rain has subsided, and Anri, oh boy, you're hurting.
Oh boy. Oh.
God. Good grief.
Tries to step out of bed.
No,
Yeah,
no,
Oh no,
he's currently a
that-
burrito.
that's not happening.
no, not yet.
She tries to get out of bed. Make a CMB check.
CMB.
You've been bound.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You
yeah.
are burrito. You are burrito.
Go on. Nope.
The answer is hell no.
oh my! It's like being buried in the sand up to the neck.
You are. She is entangled, enfeebled, and all of those things.
She's
Hey
helpless.
guys,
Just
Thus
roll.
She can be whatever that instant kill. There you go. That thing.
Yeah, coup de grace.
She can be
Coup de
good.
I could have done that last night.
You were secretly against us this whole time.
Yeah.
Oh goodness me.
The ultimate in fucking. Oh god. Okay.
Plot twist.
Yeah, plot twist. Okay.
I'll just be like, you shouldn't have looked down on me, bitch.
So we have chosen death.
Sorry.
Oh
I
man.
wanted you to be okay.
So I hear. So I assume that Anri, as she's like rolling out of, like trying to roll out of bed, she's just like
Yeah, basically.
off the bed, and that'll wake up Shizuki. Oh,
Like Ice Age
She's-
squirrel noises.
Yeah. She's just like fallen off the bed at this point and has just
Yeah.
accepted her fate. She's just on the floor.
Her fucking straitjacket.
Yeah.
oh god.
We had to keep her contained. She didn't know her own power.
SCP Anri has breached containment.
Oh boy. All right. So hearing the cluttering of Anri will wake up Shizuki. Oh, that was a good rest. And we'll turn to. Ooh.
You both look hilarious, by the way.
Ooh.
You've tied up a prim and proper mustachioed noble into her burrito for the night.
Indeed. Ooh. That does. Let me get you out of that, and she will make her way over to untangle the burrito, unfold the burrito, if you will, and
Shizuki, I think I'm dying.
no,
Touch Kanari.
you're not dying. You're just hungover. Oh my goodness.
What? What's wrong?
Nothing. Nothing's wrong.
No, everything's wrong.
We'll
My head feels like it's been
pull you.
stuck in the barrel of a cannon.
Well, given what happened last night, I'm not too surprised by that, as she will
Wait, what?
help you up and lead us both into the bathroom, the little bathroom area here to wash up, where we will then realize, oh my god, we have art on her faces.
Wait. She is? You're short-sighted? Those reading glasses?
I think we've been pranked.
What?
Turns Anri's head slowly to look at herself in the mirror. To show the mustache and goatee.
Shizuki, I need you to fetch some materials for me. Have you ever heard of rubber bullets?
You see, the worst part of all of this is I feel like you guys are gonna blame me.
You're not. Well, I'm gonna admit you're on the list of suspects.
Yeah, you are absolutely on the list of suspects. There are three people that would do this: Jerry, you, and Cassandra. Because I always suspect the new person.
Good. I'm not on the list of suspects.
You're not on the list of suspects
the
because
list.
you don't have fingers.
It was Kanari all this time!
But hey, maybe that's my secret.
At night, he just turns back into a boy and just pranks everyone. You don't,
No, the
but
thing is,
you don't
I
have.
can't write.
Yeah, you can't write.
You can draw pictures. That's not hard.
Does he know
So-
what glasses
Do
are?
I know how to hold a pen?
Luckily, I do in fact have a bar of soap that we can use to clean off
Yay.
the ink. And so that will be 2 uses of the bar of soap. I have 48 uses. I have 48 uses of soap left here. And all right.
Okay.
After we have freshened our faces up.
Going to shoot someone with non-lethal ammunition as soon as this headache goes away.
I technically
Well-
still have both of your guns, actually. So.
If I might help you recall what happened. Looks like you may have drank more than what was just tea last night. I think Jerry may have unintentionally pulled a switcheroo on you.
Hey guys, I think I feel a disturbance in the force.
I feel a disturbance at the Jimmies.
Ruffle my jimmies.
All right.
Oh, so I didn't say anything silly, did I?
Well, I know now that you like my boobs, and we'll look down at walk out of the bathroom, see the ink bottle on the middle of the floor.
Oh.
Pick up
What
the
did
ink
I
bottle.
say specifically?
You said I have a pair of nice boobs. And still
Anri,
inspecting the ink bottle.
Anri is a new tinge of red.
Well, I think we may have found our culprit.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't seen anyone with this particular ink bottle, have you? Holds it up to her.
No, but what's the likelihood they still have the ink on their hand?
We also have to remember we're dealing with a bunch of magic users that are potentially involved in this. Well, I'm sure we'll find out soon enough.
I'm
Oh,
going
we
to
will.
assume I'm still sleeping, that nobody's woken me up yet, so I'm just on the chair, just for when you guys come down, that's all.
Yeah.
As soon as if we're like the first ones going downstairs, I'm just gonna go to Jerry. Jerry, if you value your life, and most importantly, if you value my life, do not speak if they ask you anything.
Invoke the fifth.
That sounds like it's an accusatory co-conspirator talk to me.
Hey, Jerry.
Morning, nerds. How'd y'all sleep?
Nice.
Wonderfully, but just very casually, just hanging along the banister, holding up a bottle of ink.
Okay.
Do you know who this ink bottle belongs to?
Well, 1 second. He goes into this room. Well, it might be mine because I definitely don't see it in my study.
I see. Huh.
Did you guys borrow for something? You know, playing tic-tac-toe or some of those something? Or
Oh, we had a bit of a prankster. Wake up.
And fidgeting. Because I know who did it.
Sweats in Spanish.
senses all of the motive.
Oh, hey! Something happened to you last night then?
Sense very much the motive of both Kai and Cassandra. 29. Let's
Okay.
see your bluff.
27.
Let's see your bluff.
I didn't do nothing.
I didn't do nothing.
That looks like a very curious bottle of ink you carry there.
Jerry's gonna stand out of the way so the BAM kanji can have more space.
I'm gonna need some BAM kanji in here, Goody.
I point at Cassandra.
Just with a paw, just...
Well, while Anri walks past Sorren, she just like sees both her guns and just pulls them off you.
And that'll wake him up.
That'll wake him up.
What? Ah! Don't shoot! I didn't do nothing.
I'm sure you didn't.
Hey girls,
Look,
you
look,
look.
look, it wasn't me that did anything with the tea, alright? I promise, shoot.
Don't worry. I'm pretty sure I believe
You girls look lovely this morning.
Yeah.
They did look lovely when they woke up.
Yeah.
Did you know what they looked like?
We had to clean up this morning. Know anything about that?
Oh no, she didn't throw up. She didn't throw up, did she?
No, she was actually, aside from the hangover, she was relatively fine.
Oh,
Please don't
good.
say that word. Please don't say that word.
No, I have my own bottle of ink with me.
Cassandra. What's your CMD?
Probably not high enough. 26?
Fuck!
She wasn't.
Well-
Was she expecting it though?
Well, you know what? Yeah, flat-footed, and I'm flanking.
oh yeah,
Uh,
she is flanking.
You are.
Flat-footed, I'm denied my dex bonus, right?
Denied dex and dodge.
Okay, so -5, that's 21.
Picks you up by the
21
back
versus
of your
25.
collar.
Hi, Shizuki. How I told you how lovely you look.
So, what should we do with you? Any ideas, she?
I have a few.
Come on, girls. It's just a harmless prank. It's to
Harmless
lift up the
indeed.
spirits, you know?
Anri, are you, do you trust your artistic skills?
Not bad.
Hands the ink, the bottle of ink to you. Cassandra,
Yes.
I roll to pin.
Yes.
And we're off for a walk.
Yep.
Fuck.
Take the dog on a walk.
I do get a plus
Okay.
5. I do get a plus
Wait,
5, so
Wuten,
that is 23.
Wooten, say that line again.
I roll to pin. Oh my fucking god.
Where's the music from?
It's the music that I used for the Morgala battle. So after a
You know what? This house is going to probably vanish again in the next about hour or so. So I'm just going to be outside. And just fun fact about this spell: when I call the house again, everything is back to normal. Anyway,
so after
As he leaves, we just hear the scream. in the background.
closes door, you hear the sounds of struggle for a good 52 minutes. And then after which time Shizuki and Anri very calmly with smiles walk out, proud of their handiwork. And Cassandra,
she walks out as a pretzel.
Just like that Patrick
They saw
moment where
whoever's the owner of the white sedan, you left your lights on.
Jerry chimes in. I saw someone do that in a toothpaste ad once.
Except it's her lyre instead of a.
Yeah.
My god.
what happens when she comes down?
So we weren't
And-
witnesses, but does that make us accessories now?
And of course, she has ink artwork plastered all over her.
Most beautiful twirled mustache. A proud, like, I don't know what it's called, like one of those tiny little beards that you can have, like, just going on the center of your chin.
Like a goatee?
Yeah, like a little
Kinda.
goatee.
Yeah.
And then some absolutely gorgeous, eccentric eyebrows.
Oh yes. The
Dapper.
thickest of
Yes.
eyebrows.
Joke's on you. This made me look very distinguished. You gotta cast prestidigitation.
Ah, that
Now-
was cathartic.
You gotta admit that's fun.
Yeah.
Well, shall we be off?
On that happy note,
Let's be
House
off but
vanishes.
slowly. Very, very slow.
Right? No.
Like-
Get your cart and horse ready, which did have a shelter over it, by the way.
Woo!
oh, it did. Okay.
Jerry was
Nice.
ready for that.
Oh my god! Like you two pitting Cassandra is like that Polnareff and Jotaro going into Alessi.
Absolutely. Yep.
Excuse me.
Okay. So everybody loads up and continues on to Leozeros. And after a couple hours, Jerry taps the side of the cart to request a slowdown.
Mm.
Well, guys, it's been real, the realest of real.
Mm.
But it's looking like this is the part where we part ways, he says as you guys come to a fork in the road.
Well, it's been quite the trip, I'll admit.
Yeah, man.
Don't be a
Wish I could-
stranger, Jerry. We'll see you again soon, I'm sure.
You gotta let us have more of that tea.
Totally. And I don't completely know everything that's going on right now, but y'all take care of yourselves, all right?
You as
Be
well.
safe. I love
I
you
look-
guys.
I look forward to a cup of proper tea next time.
Oh yeah. I have all kinds of stories I'm gonna be able to share with my mom now. Y'all take care of yourselves.
You
He
too.
lights a cigarette and goes down the opposite path. At which
Aw.
point Alias speaks up. Where did he say he was going?
I
Well-
think he didn't.
From my understanding, he was coming up along with us because he was going home, of sorts.
Ain't no homes out that way. That path leads you right to the cemetery.
Yeah, I believe it.
Wait, that's right. That does go out that way, doesn't it? We've been out there. Why would
So
What? Why would he be
Said
going out
he-
that way?
He said he was off to visit his mom.
oh,
Ah.
we gotta do something nice for Jerry next time we see him.
Might be a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
But lo, to the rest of you press onwards. And after a fair amount of time, you arrive once again, capital of Leozeros, which we will rejoin on next time on Kyonin Legacies.
Woo!
Yay!
Yay!
Yeah.
Yeah!
A little bit more to Jerry than you expected, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
I love
legit.
Jerry.
Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right.
That was
well,
Finally figured out his inspiration.
Yeah.
Finally put two and two together.
Mhm.
All right.
To be
well.
fair, I don't even have brain cells, so the fact I got it at all is kind of impressive.
I think I was the only one to figure out because I was recently just like finished watching it when I
But yeah,
When
no,
I-
it has to be
Yeah.
a few years for me.
Yeah. All right. Well, for those of you who are in the viewers area, thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you've all enjoyed. And yeah, now that we have finished up all of our earthly obligations, we will be resuming the schedule of D&D here in the coming weeks here. So next week, we will be resuming with pirates. We'll be rejoining them and seeing where that leads. But until then, y'all have a good one, and we will see all of you in the next exciting episode of Kyonin Legacies. So until then, bye-bye!
Ciao.
Bye bye.